Hello, and welcome to History 100 Perspectives in History. I am your professor for the class, Dr. Aubrey Underwood Idson. I wanted to take a few minutes just to talk to you about some few items in our course. So, as you know, this is our home page of your course. And when you click on Course Home on the left, you will see the screen right here. It has this welcome announcement talking about History 100, also has some of the learning outcomes. When you look at this getting started icon right here, the captions are going to tell you that typically you need to take between 1 and 2 hours to work through the section. When you are done, you will know how to identify ways your instructor can help you meet your goals, complete the projects for the course, navigate course materials and the learning environment, and recognize opportunities to utilize SNHU's support services to help you. So for this week, you want to do a number of different things. You are going to first post an introduction about yourself, and you can do that by clicking on the discussion board and then getting started, which is here. Now, as you can see, I've already read a few of your posts. And in order to create a new thread, you will click Create Thread right here. Type a subject like hello or greetings from where you are, and then type your response in the rich text editor and then hit Submit. You also want to respond to your colleagues. So when after you post, you want to read and respond to at least 2 peers in the discussion. So this is one of the first things you want to do. After that, you can also click under announcements. I post an announcement a couple times a week just to keep you updated on what's going on. And as you can see, I also cut off part of the announcement here, which I will also fix. You do have 2 quizzes this week, quiz 1/1 and 1/4. I wanted to remind you that you have 2 attempts for each quiz. Now, one of the first items that you will be required to produce is something known as the Topic Exploration Worksheet. So, our first theme that we're really looking at is questioning history. What is the purpose of studying history? What are some of the ways that we even attempt to do this? I like to compare the role of the historian to the attorney. You have an argument and you have to support it with facts or evidence. So, in order to complete the project, you can click on Topic Exploration Worksheet and then access the worksheet by clicking on it. And you can obviously type your responses in the boxes and submit it this way. But your first thing to do is to obviously decide what type of research you're going to explore in the course. So these are some ideas right here. And you can choose one, and then you're going to write a short paragraph about what you already knew about the topic. And this means you can discuss assumptions, beliefs, values. It basically means that you can write this without sources, right? Based on your common knowledge and what you think you know. The next part is part 2. So now that you've identified a topic, and again, are you interested in scientific and technology, maybe government and domestic policy, military strategies, international relations, or the effects on civilians, i.e., ordinary people in history? These are all topics, and you can choose one. Now that you identified what type of topic you're interested in, you want to fill out the other parts of the questionnaire. So identify one question about the topic you are curious about. Describe why this question matters to you. Describe why this question matters to society. So these should be different questions or different explanations. Identify a second question, why this one matters and why it matters socially. Then you'll scroll down to part 3 of the topic exploration worksheet, and you can start to think about sources. So in history, we use a collection of primary sources and secondary sources. A bit a short explanation of primary sources is a source that is published contemporaneous to the time period. So, for instance, if you were wanting to explore the Watergate scandal of the 1970s, you could look at newspapers from 1973, 1974 that would tell us about how Watergate was discussed at the time. A secondary source, however, is something that's written after the fact. So a textbook is considered to be a secondary source. Um, a book about a topic, like a book on Watergate, something like All the President's Men, would be considered a secondary source. No, actually, a primary source. Any Anyway, we could talk more about this as the time goes by. I did want to mention one thing. When you click on this research kit right here, it sends you here. I am aware of it, and I am working on that. So there are 4 parts to the topic exploration worksheet, and you will submit this by the end of, let me make sure, week 2. Which we have 2 weeks in each theme. You can also click on the topic exploration worksheet guidelines and rubric, just so you can read more about the assignment, and also you can see exactly how you will be assessed for your work and in this assignment. So again, in this particular assignment for the topic exploration worksheet, you are thinking of the type of topic and beginning to gather sources, credible academic sources about your topic in history. Now remember, history is best understood through discussion. I am here to help access sources. I am here to help you decide on a topic of historical investigation, and most notably, I'm just here to help. So please let me know how I can best assist you with successful completion of the course. You can find out more about me under the My Instructor tab here. It also has a link to my email as well as a phone number. I look forward to working with you all, and please let me know if you have any questions.